my summer garden kind of coming to a close over here. I don't feel like I used my space effectively. My tomato system was terrible. Next year I'm definitely gonna do at least 10-foot stakes. I didn't get much out of this patch of zucchini because I think they're just too close together. Gonna pull up the mint and put it in a pot because the mint is just trying to take over. I just feel like I didn't use the space efficiently, and I'm really looking forward to next year. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Latoya, and today I wanted to share with you my end of season garden clear out and some of my thoughts on this 2020 gardening season. Like a lot of people, I started gardening this year because of the mandatory shelter in place due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I wasn't going anywhere. I was home all the time, so I thought starting a garden would be a great idea. So while this technically wasn't my very first time gardening, in the past I have, put down some tomatoes and peppers, and I was never massively successful at it or anything, but it was always cool to have, a few tomatoes and peppers in my backyard growing. But this year I was home every day, so I was watering, I was weeding, I was pruning, I was staring at these plants day in and day out. There were times where I literally just went outside just to look at them, just to stare at them, just to check on them and see how they were doing. And I genuinely became fascinated at how you get this tiny little seedling from your big box store, and you put that in the ground, it grows into this massive plant that can produce different size, shape, fruit, whether it's a tomato or a pepper, and how it tasted was better than any store-bought tomato, any store-bought pepper I ever had. And the little cherry tomatoes, I was literally just eating them like grapes. It genuinely started to fascinate me, and I wanted to learn more. But the inefficiencies of my garden really became glaringly evident to me, and it was really starting to bother me because I was constantly staring at it. So I decided to do what anyone else would do. I started consuming an inordinate amount of content on YouTube about gardening. Seriously, it was a lot of information. I had information overload. There was square foot gardening, vertical gardening, no dig gardening, container gardening. Then we start talking about mulching and single stemming tomatoes and topping peppers. It was a lot of information, just so much information. But the one main thing that I took away from this year was that there is no cookie cutter way of gardening. You can do so many different things, and it really depends on what you want to implement, what you want to incorporate into your garden. But as long as you plant it and it grows, that is your garden. Now, where it goes from there is definitely all up to you. So even though I'm able to see all the mistakes and inefficiencies in my garden, the one thing that I definitely 100% took from this year was information. It was information, it was knowledge, it was experience, and all of those things I'm going to be able to put together and apply to next year, and I just know it's going to be so much better. I'm really looking forward to it. And so really, any garden that you grow where you can say that you learned something from it and you gained experience from it is a success. So why am I here? I mentioned earlier that I watched a ton of content on YouTube about gardening, right? So wouldn't that already mean that there's a ton of content? Well, yeah, there is. And I will certainly continue to learn from all that content. I thoroughly enjoyed combing through all of those videos on YouTube. But personally, I believe that there's something to having a shared experience with somebody, being in the same place at the same time, learning things together, swapping information, sharing experiences. And essentially what I wanted to do was create a space here on my channel where we can come together, learn together, grow together really, and take the information that I've gathered and we've all gathered from here right now in this 2020 garden and carry it over and expound upon it in the 2021 garden. So that's what I wanted to do. That's why I'm here. I wanted to share that journey with you guys. Alright, so let's get into it. It is definitely raining out here. At first it was drizzling, and by the time I got the camera set up, it is officially raining. But you know what? I've seriously put off coming out here and cleaning out this garden for a couple weeks now. I really need to get my garlic in. I ordered that garlic and it's been sitting in the house easily for at least 2 weeks now, so I really got to get it in the ground. Not sure if I'm going to do that today since it's raining, and I really just want to get this garden cleared out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick whatever is left. I probably have a couple of cherry tomatoes, some peppers, I might have some callaloo. I'm actually sitting in front of what was my mint patch from the beginning of this video. I had to pull it out. That mint was just getting really invasive. And could you believe I already have mint growing back in the same spot? It smells great. I might just pick this and use it for some tea, but it's already growing back. So I'm gonna have to dig back in there and see what else I can get out from the mint, really, because this is where I want to put my garlic, so I gotta get that mint out of there. Sorry I have to have my hood up. It is actually raining out here, so sorry about that. But yeah, let me set the camera up. Let me get some of these peppers. What do I have? Peppers, tomatoes. Yeah, let's get started. Let's go ahead. This little pot over here, that as I was pulling out the mint, the pot just happened to be right next to the patch. I just stuck a piece of the root in this soil and left it. I haven't watered it, I haven't done anything with it, and look at that. We have mint. So yeah, super great plant. Definitely can be invasive, which is why I need to try to finish digging this up and get it out of here so I can just keep it in a pot from now on. As I mentioned earlier, this tomato system truly is terrible. I just felt like it didn't grow to its full potential because the cages were so small. By the time they got to that height, they grew up a little bit and then they just flopped over. So I have so many cherry tomatoes on the ground, so I just know I'm gonna get a ton of volunteers next year. I'm probably just gonna finish the last bit off camera, but you know, thanks so much for watching. And yeah, at least the sun is coming out. It stopped raining, so that's nice. Oh, nope, it's definitely still raining, but it's not raining as heavily. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.